here's a second if problem to do. It's a program that asks the user to enter the first 5 prime numbers 2, 3, 5, 7, 11 and checks that they're correct, that the user entered them correctly. The user should be asked to enter each number separately, so it's not typing them all in one go. So the first time I'll say enter the first prime number, and you enter 2, then enter the second prime number 3, enter the third prime number 5, up to the fifth prime number, which is 11. You need to make sure that all are correct, but as soon as the user enters an incorrect number, the program should end. Sorry, skip that. Should end. Otherwise, if all are correct, it should display well done. So you don't need if-else's for this. You can just do this as a series of ifs, but you need to think about the logic. So if you've entered the first number incorrectly, you should never be asked the second number. It should just finish. So if I type in the first time I type in a 1, that's it, program's over. If I type in a 2, okay, then it'll ask me again it'll ask me what the second prime number is. I'll type in a 3, then it'll ask me the third. If I type in 4, the program will end. So you need to think about the logic there. Again, have a go, pause, and then I'll go through an answer. So pause the video now and have a go. Okay, here's a possible answer. What I've done, I've created a user input as an integer, so the user will enter something that will be stored in user input. I've said prime numbers. Please enter the first 5 prime numbers. I haven't converted this to an integer, so I should do that. Make sure user input is an integer. And then I've got a series of ifs. Now these are called what we call nested ifs. They're ifs within an if. So it's a sequence. I say if the user input is 2. So if it is equal to 2, so if the first thing you enter was a 2, then I display enter the second number and get the user input again. If that user input is 3, then enter the third prime number and get the next thing that the user types. If that was 5, then display enter the fourth prime number and get the input from the user. Say what they've just entered, was it equal to 7? Yes it was. If it was, enter the fifth prime number, get their answer. If that was 11, well done, you've got them all right. If at any point, let's say they'd entered 2, 3 and they'd got to this point, and for the third prime number they'd entered 4, we would say is a user input equal to 5? No, it's not. So that would jump down to its end if, which is here, and it would end if, end if, end if, and finish the program. So if I run this, enter the first, so first is 2, 3, 4, oh, program's finished, I made a mistake. First, prime number 1, no, it's finished. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, well done. So you can enter that in, have a go at it, but that's just an example of nesting ifs, so ifs within ifs. So these inside ifs, these inner ifs, will only be executed if all the previous answers were true. So have a look at that, and have a go at typing it in if you didn't get it.